I saw my father's body in the casket, and I even took some pictures. I'm not sure if YouTube will let me put them on, so I won't put them on for now. I'm figuring out where to go from here. This kid Tony or something, this gay guy, I think. These two gay people I met like over a year ago. One had a dying uncle, and I put this thing on since he was bothering me about his uncle, and he commented on my page or said something about that I said his uncle was sucking dick in hell. I don't know what that's about, but I guess the whole thing is death is a natural part of life, but I guess you just wonder what really happens when you die, like. And the only way you can truly know is when you die, and you can't tell anyone else, and that's it. So, I mean, death is death. I mean, after a certain point, because like there are people who've been revived several times, so legally they've been dead, but not truly dead, you know. And I think that's kind of weird, but I guess that's how crazy stuff is, you know. Because no matter how intelligent we humans are, we can't figure out like what exactly is being legally dead and dead. Like no matter how much stuff you use to revive them, you can't bring them back. But this vid's kind of going to be a mosh up of stuff, because there's this atheist, this quote-unquote black atheist, African descent, who's saying all this stuff about God and death and why don't we want to die. And there's this other guy on this Smolkowski page that says organized religion and atheism are both full of shit, and to a certain extent he's right. But here's the horrible truth about the real world. In the real world, people need something to believe in, because I understand, because the way the world is sometimes, if you really just saw what was in front of you, or just believe that was what was in front of you and stuff, then you would be pretty depressed and think that the world isn't worth living. And to a lot of people it wouldn't be, and it would be understandable. Because of all the horrible stuff that happens to people. We think it just happens out there, but no. It happens to you too, all of us. I mean, all the horrible stuff you hear about may not happen to you, obviously, but it could happen to you if you were happened to have been born in that area, or in that area at the time. It seems that the majority of stuff is by chance, like how I've met people I've known in high school on the street corner at random, or a person who won the lottery. No, it wasn't by choice or by God or anything. It happened to be in luck. They happened to have been one in a million, because when you think about it, even when it's 1 in a million, as long as the lottery company doesn't cheat, then it has to be at least one person. So that one person is lucky. You never heard anyone winning the lottery twice, even if you're not eligible. All those mega lottery winners only won the lottery once, I assume. Well, the ones where they won like several $100,000 or $1 million. So luck has a lot to do with it. Like, for instance, like happening to have been born African descent, or compared to Africans in Africa, where there's a lot of violence and starvation and disease, I happen to have been born a several generation slave, or former slave, that was born in one of the richest nations, apparently. So compared to other Africans that were born in the Caribbean, or in Africa, where it's starving and violence, I happen to have been lucky. Yet my ancestors certainly weren't lucky, since they were captured here and forced to work, labor, or even tortured, I assume. So they didn't get or rarely got a cent or saw any profit from what they were doing, you know, for the Europeans who imported them here and enslaved and stuff. This is why I don't believe in God, because it seems that the world really is a stream. It's just a stream. I mean, when stuff happens, which is kind of scary, because y'all think, oh, we get old and die, but we can be killed. And yes, we hear it on the news, but I mean, you personally could be killed. And sadly, since there are thousands of people watching this, almost certainly at least one of you out there who's actually watching this might be killed, if sooner or not later in life. I mean, myself, hopefully not. I'll be careful. and I'm going to try and watch out for gangs and stuff, and the police too. So that's another thing of why I think the world is a stream. It's just like a gun, where even if a gun saves your life or you shoot an intruder, if you turn that gun on yourself and pull the trigger, like in your head or heart and pull the trigger, what's going to happen? You think that gun that saved you from those people who are trying to kill you won't kill you itself if you turn the gun to your head and shoot? Of course. So just like some gangs have helped people from police and stuff, save people from police and from other gangs from being shot, they themselves can kill you. Just like police save people, like for instance Megan Williams, she was saved by, a white policeman who asked what was going on. The white policeman could have got her and stuff. So I don't believe that there's more good than evil. I think that it's equal. Or like there's more good than bad. I think it's kind of equal. Things can be as equally as bad as they are good. I'm not trying to be a downer, but it's somewhat of a reality that I think we all need to face. And with the whole religion thing, I'm an atheist, and I'm agnostic or atheist. The truth is, not horrible, but the truth, the instinctive truth that I think we all know is, it really doesn't matter whether or not there is a God. I mean, for religious people who believe. The fact is they believe because, it's kind of comforting for them. Like for some people, it's very comforting that there's an all-heavenly Father looking after them. And a lot of Japanese are kind of sad and dreary being atheists, so Christianity actually really helped them and, mentally made them feel a lot better and happier. So for those people, whether or not there is a God, which I'm not sure myself, let them believe. If it psychologically helps them, let them believe. I have no problem dating a Christian or something if it helps them believe what they believe. I'll respect their beliefs if they respect mine. And I'll even go to church with them and stuff, So, I guess that's the whole thing. It's just belief. Just like, I'm not trying to say atheists are right, Christians are wrong, but it's kind of both, because atheists are agnostic, want to prove, there is no God and all this mess, but it's really, we all have the right to think and believe whatever we want, so I guess that's it. But, so that was my whole religious skit thing, but I also want to say a little thing about death in the family, or knowing people who died. Some people who consoled me on my father's death, they called me back and said, this one person commented saying that it was a relief when their father died. I think the guy was transsexual or something. So, I guess that's why, because he said his father was trying to mold him into what he wanted him to be. I'm not sure if he wants me to use his name, or he, she. This other person said that they know a person who's passed, and it was sad. I guess I know we're all dying, but you do somewhat wonder, what is the point of life if we're just going to die? And the way life forms are, including us humans, seems to be the selfish and aggressive win or get the most stuff. No offense, but say different strands or subspecies of humans. Caucasians, they basically took over the world, or at least tried to, and they're still trying to glorify it and stuff and say, we're the good guys. But sadly, because their selfish, aggressive, and cruel instincts got them a lot of what they wanted, No offense, not to sound racist, but it seems just like the animal kingdom, and we humans are animals. Our selfish and aggressive instincts seem to serve the ones well to use them. So this kind of makes me feel why life is worth it. What really is the point of life? What if the horrible truth is it really was just by chance, molecules colliding or more advanced chemical reactions, like chemicals being able to process or be more complex compounds until it finally became life, DNA. We're just a super advanced form of a chemical that's able to feed for itself and, whatever. Did you hear me? So just comment and let me know what you think. That's it.